Ohayo minasan, genki desu ka? Kyou no topiku wa prepositions desu. Prepositions, as you all know, prepositions are the words which help us to explain the exact position of a noun. On, in, under, upside, downside, upstairs, downstairs, at, above, across, all these are examples of prepositions. So, let us put it in one single sentence. Prepositions are the words which tell us the exact position of a noun or an object. Before we start with prepositions in Japanese, we must understand 3 sentence patterns which help us in constructing a proper and a meaningful sentence. So, the first pattern is ni ga arimasu. The second one is ni to ga arimasu. And the third pattern is ni ya nado ga arimasu. Let us now understand what is the difference between these 3 patterns. Ni ga arimasu. This pattern is used whenever we include just one noun, one object in a sentence. Let us take an example. Koko ni jitensha ga arimasu. Koko, it is used for here, yes. It indicates the place, that's why we use ni particle after it. Ni particle is used after the word which indicates the place or the position. So, koko ni jitensha. Jitensha is the object or the noun of our sentence. That's why after that we will use ga particle. So, remember, ga particle is used after the object or the noun of the sentence. Jitensha wa nan desu ka? Bicycle desu. Isn't it? Jitensha means bicycle. It's an object, it's a non-living thing. That's why we'll use arimasu at the end. Arimasu is a verb. Aru is its root form. Arimasu means to be, and it is used for non-living things or objects. I hope this is clear. Whenever we include one object in a sentence, we use ni ga arimasu pattern. Koko ni jitensha ga arimasu. Asoko ni inu ga imasu. Or okay, we'll include that example in the second pattern. The second one is ni to ga arimasu. Our sentence pattern is ni to ga arimasu. Same, ni is used after the word which tells us the place. To is used to join 2 objects. So, this pattern is used whenever we are including 2 nouns or 2 objects in our sentence. Ga particle is used after the objects or the nouns. At the end, it depends. If you are including non-living things in your sentence, you will use arimasu. if you are including living things in your sentence, then you will write imas at the end. I'll give one example in which we'll be using living things in our sentence. Okay, so this pattern is used when there are two nouns in a sentence. Okay. Let us take an example for nitoga arimasu or nitoga imasu. Asoko ni inu to neko ga imasu. See, understand the difference, observe the sentences carefully and try to understand the difference. Ni particle is used after the word which tells the place. So, asoko, after asoko will use ni particle. Inu to neko ga imasu. These are two nouns, two objects. Inu wa nan desu ka? Dog this. Inu is dog and neko is cat. So, these are two different nouns. That's why they are joined using to particle. To particle is used like and. These are the nouns or the objects of our sentence. So, we'll use ga particle after them. And at the end, we are using imas and not arimas. Why? Because dog and cat are living beings. So, for living beings, we use imas. Wakarimasu ka? Daijoubu desu. Okay. If we want to include two non-living things in this sentence, using this pattern, we'll use arimasu at the end. Soko ni kaban to kasa ga arimasu. There is a bag and an umbrella. Both the objects are non-living things. So, I have used arimasu at the end. Okay, I hope it's clear up to now. The next one, ni ya nado ga arimasu. For non-living things, arimasu. For living things, we'll use imasu. So, this pattern is used whenever we are using more than two nouns or two objects in a sentence. Okay, let's take an example. Soko ni isu ya tsukue ya hondana ya kasa nado ga arimasu. Okay. 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 So, soko means there, which is not very far. Yes. Soko is there, we use for the things which are very far from us. Koko means here. So, soko indicates the place. That's why we use ni particle after it. Isu is chair. Then we have separated it from the next object by using ya particle. Tsukue is table. Again we are using ya as a separator. Hondana is bookshelf. Again we are separating two nouns using ya particle. Kasa is umbrella. And at the end we are writing na doga. It is used like etc. So, are these objects living things or non-living things? Correct. These are non-living things. So, at the end we will be using arimas. Okay. Ya is used like a comma. Okay, it is used like a separator. Nado ga. We are using ga particle. We add nado here, which means etc. और भी बहुत कुछ है, isn't it? So, soko ni isu ya, tsukue ya, honnana ya, kasa nado ga arimasu. There is a chair, comma table, comma bookshelf, comma umbrella, etc. Wakarimasu ka? So, now that we have learned these three sentence patterns, it will be easier for us to understand the concept of prepositions, how to use them, how to make use of these sentence patterns and construct a proper and meaningful sentence. Fine. Let's go ahead. So, we will be studying prepositions now. So, in all, we will be learning 10 prepositions today. Okay? We will be learning 10 prepositions today. First one is ue, which means up or above. Ue, which means up or above. I hope you are clear with the differences between above, on, up. Okay? Fine. Let's take an example. We'll take 2 examples for each preposition. I hope that's fine. Okay. Tsukue no ue ni boushi ga arimasu. Tsukue no ue ni boushi ga arimasu. Okay. What is boushi? Boushi wa nan desu ka? Cap? Yes. Let's take one more example and then I'll explain both the examples. Hondana no ue ni zashi to hon ga arimasu. Okay. See, you must have observed the sentence patterns which we have learned on the previous slide. Yes. Ni ga arimasu. Additionally, we are using no particle here. Why? See, tsukue no ue ni. Translating a sentence from Hindi to Japanese or Japanese to Hindi gives you a very correct sentence. Yes, you will get a grammatically correct sentence. So, let us translate it to Hindi. You will get the literal translation. If I will translate this sentence into English, it will change the sequence of the words. We know it why. Yes, because English is a subject verb object language, whereas Hindi and Japanese, both the languages are subject object verb. The verb comes at the end. So, if I translate this sentence to English, it will be, there is a cap on the table. Table, on, cap. Does it give us the literal translation? No. Will we get a grammatically correct sentence? No. Now, let us translate it to Hindi. Table के ऊपर कैप है. Particles we know, They are used like helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, yes. They help you in constructing a meaningful sentence. Yeah. So table के ऊपर, for that K, का की के जो हम हिंदी में यूज करते हैं to show the possession, for that we use no particle. Table के ऊपर. Now UI indicates the place, that's why we'll use ni particle after it. Table के ऊपर. Cap है. Cap is the object, the noun of our sentence. That's why we'll use ga particle after it, and then at the end it will be arimasu. Wakarimasu ka? Let us see it one more time. Table ke upar cap hai. For that K we are using no particle, ni particle, because ue is a preposition and it indicates the place, the position of the noun. Baushi is the noun of our sentence. That's why we'll use ga particle after it, and end mein arimasu. Why arimasu? Because cap is a non-living thing, an object. Let us consider the second sentence. Hondana no ue ni zashi to hon ga arimasu. Bookshelf के ऊपर. होंदाना इज बुकशेल्फ. किसके ऊपर? बुकशेल्फ के ऊपर, इसलिए होंदाना के बाद में नो पार्टिकल. ue preposition, it indicates the place, that's why we'll use ni particle after it. Zashi is magazine, hon is book. These two are two different nouns, yes, two different objects. They are joined using to particle. To is used like and. Ga particle after the nouns or the objects, and these two are non-living things. That's why at the end we'll use arimasu. So on the bookshelf there is a magazine and a book. Wakarimasu ka minasan? Okay. Let's take the second preposition. It is shita. It means below or under. We write it shita, but while saying it, while pronouncing it, or while reading it, we read it as shta. Okay. So shta means below or under. First example. Isu no shita ni kutsu ga arimasu. Second one. Kuruma no shita ni neko ga imasu. Okay. Isu no shita ni kutsu ga arimasu. Isu is chair. Chair के नीचे shoes हैं. Chair के नीचे. For that K we use no particle. Position show करने के लिए. Shta is a preposition that indicates the place. That's why we'll use ni particle after it. Kutsu means shoes. It's the object of our sentence. So we'll use ga particle after it. And at the end arimasu. Why arimasu? Because shoes, the object is a non-living thing, isn't it? Second example. Kuruma no shita ni neko ga imasu. Car के नीचे cat है. Cat being a living thing, we use imasu at the end. Okay. Wakarimasu ka? Okay. So I'll just write the meanings. Okay. So, see, we are just using the sentence patterns we have learned on the previous slide, and additionally we just have to use no particle. Yes, here we have used ni to ga arimasu, here ni ga arimasu, here ni ga imasu. Fine, let's go ahead. The third preposition is naka, which means inside. Hako no naka ni ringo ya mikan ya ichigo nado ga arimasu. Second one, niwa no naka ni inu to neko ga imasu. Fine. Hako no naka ni ringo ya mikan ya ichigo nado ga arimasu. Hako wa nan desu ka? Box desu. Hako is box. Box ke andar. Kiske andar? Box ke andar. Naka is inside. So after preposition we will use ni particle. Okay. Ringo is apple. Ya is used like a separator, a comma. Mikan means orange. Again a comma. Ichigo is strawberry. Nadoga is etc. All these things are non-living things. Yes, these are objects. Apple, oranges, all the fruits are objects. So box ke andar apple, comma, orange, comma, strawberry, etc. hai. Arimasu at the end, as these are non-living things. Niwa no naka ni inu to neko ga imasu. Garden ke andar dog and cat hai. Living things. So at the end we will use imasu. Wakarimasu ka? So niwa is garden, inu wa dog desu, neko wa cat desu. Okay. Let's take the fourth preposition. It is soto, which means outside. Soto is outside. Fine. Hi. The first one is uchi no soto ni jitensha to kuruma ga arimasu. Okay. The second one, tori kago no soto ni niwatori ga imasu. Uchi no soto ni jitensha to kuruma ga arimasu. Ghar ke bahar, outside the house. So if I will translate this sentence in English, the sequence will be absolutely different than what we have it in Japanese. A bicycle and a car is outside the house. It's exactly the opposite or the reverse one. Let us say it into Hindi. Ghar ke bahar cycle and car hai. Yes. घर के बाहर साइकिल एंड कार है. ऊंची, घर के बाहर, that's why we are using no particle after ऊंची. Soto indicates the preposition, so we are using ni particle after it. Jitensha and car are the objects of the sentence, the nouns of the sentence, and that's why we are using ga particle after it. There are two nouns, so we are joining them using to particle, and both of them are non-living things. That's why we are using arimasu at the end. Tori kago no soto ni niwatori ga imasu. Cage ke bahar hen hai. Yes, we could have used it in naka as well, but we are using it, the hen is outside the cage. So tori kago is cage, no soto ni niwatori is hen, ga imasu. So niwatori is hen, which is a living thing, that's why we are using imasu at the end. Wakarimasu ka? Let's take the next preposition, the fifth one, which is my. In front of. My is used for in front of. Eki no mae ni honya to hanaya ga arimasu. Second one, watashi no uchi no mae ni ooki kouen ga arimasu. Okay. Eki no mae ni honya to hanaya ga arimasu. Station ke samne book shop and flower shop, which is florist, hai. Yes. No is used for ke. हिंदी में जो हम के का यूज करते हैं उसके लिए. Yes. Station के सामने. My indicates the preposition, so we'll use ni particle after it. Honya is bookshop. We are using two nouns, so we'll join them using to particle, and hanaya is flower shop. These two are the nouns, so we'll use ga particle after it. They are non-living things, so at the end arimasu will be used. Okay. The second one is watashi no uchi no mae ni ooki kouen ga arimasu. See the sentence pattern we have already studied on the first slide. We are using either of the three sentence patterns. along with a preposition, a noun, maybe an adjective as well, and a verb. Arimas is a verb, oki is an adjective, koen is a noun, and mae is a preposition. Okay. So, मेरे घर के सामने बड़ा public garden है. Literal translation in Hindi. We have an advantage that Hindi is our mother tongue or our national language, isn't it? It helps us in constructing grammatically correct sentences in Japanese. Okay. So, watashi no is my, uchi is home or house, oki is an adjective, e ending adjective. In the last video, we have studied adjectives, yes. So, it is an e ending adjective, oki means big, and koen is a public garden. मेरे घर के सामने बड़ा public garden है. Here we are just using ni ga arimasu along with no particle. Wakarimasu ka? Okay. The sixth preposition. It is ushiro, which means behind. Okay, ushiro means behind, at the back of something. Okay. The first sentence is watashi no gakkau no ushiro ni undojou ga arimasu. The second one, ano tatemono no ushiro ni, sumimasen, ano tatemono no ushiro ni ginkou ya yuben kyoku ya toshokan nado ga arimasu. Okay, let us understand both the sentences. Watashi no gakkou no ushiro ni undojou ga arimasu. मेरे स्कूल के पीछे, at the back side of my school, a playground is there. Okay. So see, it's literal translation in Hindi. मेरे स्कूल के पीछे playground है. Watashi no is my, gakkou wa school desu, ushiro is behind, undojou is playground. I hope by now it must be clear when do we have to use no particle, when do we have to use ni particle, when do we have to use ga particle. Okay. So, my school, मेरे स्कूल के पीछे, इसलिए स्कूल के बाद के इंडिकेट करने के लिए no particle. Ushiro is the preposition, so we'll use ni particle after it. Undojou is playground. It's the object, the noun of the sentence. That's why we'll use ga particle after it. And and this object is a non-living thing. That's why we'll use arimasu. Okay. The second sentence is ano tatemono no ushiro ni ginkou ya yuben kyoku ya toshokan nado ga arimasu. Ano is that. Building is tatemmono. उस बिल्डिंग के पीछे बैंक, कॉमा, यूबिन क्योकू पोस्ट ऑफिस, कॉमा, तोशोकान इज लाइब्रेरी, एक्सेट्रा है. अरिमास इज टू बी फॉर नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स. उस बिल्डिंग के पीछे बैंक, कॉमा, पोस्ट ऑफिस, कॉमा, लाइब्रेरी, एक्सेट्रा है. Nadoga indicates etc. We are using multiple objects in our sentence. That's why we'll use ya, nadoga, arimas. We have seen on the first slide, whenever we want to include more than 2 nouns in a sentence, we use ya, nadoga, wherein ya acts as a separator, a comma, isn't it? Okay? Fine. Let's take the next preposition. Soba, which means near. Soba indicates near. Tanaka-san no uchi no soba ni oishii restoran ga arimasu. The second sentence is Taishikan no soba ni kukou ga arimasu. Okay, let us understand both the sentences. Tanaka-san no uchi no soba ni oishii restoran ga arimasu. Next is Taishikan no soba ni kukou ga arimasu. See, in the first sentence we are using no particle twice. Now understand why do we have to use no particle for 2 times in the first sentence. Tanaka-san no uchi no soba ni, Tanaka-san ke ghar ke paas. In Hindi also we are using ke twice, yes? So it makes sense, right? So Tanaka-san no uchi no soba ni, Tanaka-san ke ghar ke पास में ओइशी रेस्टोरेंट ga arimasu. There is a tasty, there is a delicious restaurant, like there is a restaurant which serves delicious food. Oishi is an e ending adjective which means tasty. Restaurant, it's a katakana word which means a restaurant or a restaurant. तानागा-सान के घर के पास टेस्टी रेस्टोरेंट है. Yes, I hope the usage of no particle here is clear. Yes. Second is Taishikan no soba ni kukou ga arimasu. Taishikan is embassy. एम्बेसी के पास में एयरपोर्ट है. So it's always important to understand which is our primary subject and which is the secondary one. Like if you want to write there is an embassy or the embassy is near the airport, then the position of both the subjects will change. Then the sentence will be Kuko no sobani taishikan ga arimasu. Airport ke paas mein embassy hai. But here the sentence is Taishikan no sobani kuko ga arimasu. Embassy ke paas mein airport hai. So it's always it's always important to understand the importance of the particles, their usage, their position, the usage of nouns, their position. Okay? Fine. The next preposition is yoko, which means side, like next to something. So our sentence is Yamada-san no yoko ni Hayashi-san ga imasu. The second one, Otera no yoko ni ookii niwa ga arimasu. Yamada-san no yoko ni Hayashi-san ga imasu. Yamada-san के साइड में, नेक्स्ट टू हिम, पास में Hayashi-san है. Tanaka, Hayashi, both are living things, both are human beings. So we'll use imasu at the end. Imasu is a verb. The root form is iru, which means to be. Okay. The second sentence is Otera no yoko ni ओकी नीवा गा अरिमास. टेम्पल के साइड में बड़ा गार्डन है. ओकी इज बिग, इट्स एन ई एंडिंग एडजेक्टिव. नीवा इज गार्डन. ओतेरा इज टेम्पल. वकारिमास का. सो टेम्पल के साइड में बड़ा गार्डन है. Are the prepositions which we have studied till now clear to everyone? Okay. Then we have last two prepositions. Ninth one is aida, which means in between. Okay. Let's take the examples. 会社とOK。私の事務所とうちの間に銀行があります。मेरे ऑफिस एंड घर के बीच में बैंक है. Like we say it, right? The bank is on my way to the office. On my way to the office, like you have started from your home, and in between the bank is there, like till the time you reach your office, in between the bank is there, you will reach the bank first and then you'll reach the office, isn't it? So in between, aida means in between. Watashi no jimusho to uchi no aida ni ginkou ga arimasu. Additionally, we are using to particle here because we are joining two nouns, my house and my office. My office and my house. मेरे ऑफिस एंड घर के बीच में बैंक है. ओके. Imusho is office. Uchi is home or house. Ginkou is bank. Next is kaisha to undo jo no aida ni Tanaka-san no uchi ga arimasu. Company and playground के बीच में Tanaka-san का घर है. We are joining two nouns. Kaisha means company. Undo-jo is playground. So we are joining both the nouns by using to particle. Company and playground के बीच में. For that के we are using no particle. Aida is the preposition. That's why we'll use ni particle after it. Tanaka-san no uchi ga arimasu. Tanaka-san ka ghar hai. Uchi is the object. That's why we are using ga particle after it. And at the end we'll use arimasu. Wakarimasu ka? Now comes the last preposition, which is mukou. On the other side, across. Or across. We use this preposition whenever we want to say across the road there is a big mall, across the sea or across the river, or on the other side of the river there is a beautiful garden, isn't it? So let us take the examples. Michi no mukou ni kutsuya ga arimasu. Second one. Okay. Kawa no mukou ni yama ya ike ya kouen nado ga arimasu. Michi no mukou ni kutsuya ga arimasu. Road ke us par. Niche is road. For that K in Hindi we are using no particle. Road ke us par, on the other side or across the road, isn't it? On the other side. So, it is the preposition, that is why we will use ni particle after it. Kutsuya is footwear store, footwear shop. It is the object of the sentence, that is why we will use ga particle after it, and it is a non-living thing. The object is a non-living thing, the noun is a non-living thing. For that we will use arimasu at the end. Okay. Second sentence is kawa no mukou ni yama ya ike ya kouen nado ga arimasu. Nadi ke us par, on the other side of the river or across the river, there is a mountain, comma, ike is pond, comma, kouen public garden, etc. hai. Nadi ke us par, mountain, comma, pond, comma, public garden hai. On the other side of the river, there is a mountain, a pond, a public garden, etc. Yama is mountain, Ike is pond, Kouen is public garden. Ya is used like a separator, it is used like a comma. Wakarimasu ka? Is it clear? I hope all the prepositions are clear to you. We will just have a quick recap of the topic which we have studied today. Okay. First, we have learned the different sentence patterns. In all, we have learned 3 sentence patterns which are helpful while constructing the sentences using prepositions. So, first is ni ga arimasu, when there is just one noun or one object in a sentence. Koko ni jitensha ga arimasu. Ni to ga arimasu, whenever we are using 2 nouns or 2 objects in a sentence, and to particle is used like and. Yes, to join both the nouns. Asoko ni inu to neko ga imasu. There is a dog and a cat. Okay. Then the third sentence pattern is ni ya nado ga arimasu. This pattern is used whenever we are including more than 2 nouns or objects in a sentence. Ya is used like a separator, it is used like a comma. Nado ga means etc. If we are including living things in a sentence, we use imasu at the end. If we are including non-living things in a sentence, we use arimasu at the end. So, soko ni isu ya tsukue ya hondana ya kasa nado ga arimasu. There is a chair, comma, table, comma, bookshelf, comma, umbrella, etc. Now, that we have learned these 3 sentence patterns, we will make use of these sentence patterns along with the prepositions. Prepositions, the first one is ue, which means up or above or on. Tsukue no ue ni boushi ga arimasu. Table ke upar, so no particle is used for ke, table ke upar. Ue is a preposition, that is why we will use ni particle after it. Bouchi is the noun or the object of the sentence. So, after that we will use ga particle, and at the end we will use arimasu. Hondana no ue ni zashi to hon ga arimasu. Bookshelf ke upar magazine and book hai. Okay. Shita means below or under. Isu no shita ni kutsu ga arimasu. Kuruma no shita ni neko ga imasu. Is it clear? So, the first 2 prepositions were ue and shita. Next are naka and soto. Hako no naka ni ringo ya mikan ya ichigo nado ga arimasu. Box के अंदर apple, orange, strawberry, etc. है. Here we have included more than 2 nouns or 2 objects in a sentence. That's why we have used yaya nadoga sentence pattern. Okay. Niwa no naka ni inu to neko ga imasu. There is a cat and a dog inside the garden. These two are living things. That's why we have used imasu at the end. Soto is outside. Uchi no soto ni jitensha to kuruma ga arimasu. So, we have used different sentence patterns. In few sentences, we have used ni to ga arimasu pattern. In few, we have used ni ga arimasu pattern. And in few of the sentences, we have used yaya nado ga arimasu pattern. Tori kago no soto ni niwa tori ga imasu. The hen is outside the cage. Okay. The next preposition is mai, which means in front of. Eki no mae ni honya to hanaya ga arimasu. Watashi no uchi no mae ni oki kouen ga arimasu. All these are non-living things. All the nouns, all the objects are non-living things. That's why we have used arimasu at the end of both the sentences. Ushiro means behind, at the back of something. Watashi no gakkou no ushiro ni undou jou ga arimasu. मेरे स्कूल के पीछे प्लेग्राउंड है. आनो तातेमोनो नो उशिरो नि गिंको या यूबिन क्योकु या तोशोकान नादो ga arimasu. उस बिल्डिंग के पीछे बैंक, पोस्ट ऑफिस, लाइब्रेरी एक्सेट्रा है. सोबा मीन्स नियर, पास में. तानाका-सान नो उची नो सोबा नि ओइशी रेस्टोरांट ga arimasu. There is a good, tasty restaurant near Tanaka-san's house. ताइशी कान नो सोबा नि कुकोउ ga arimasu. एम्बेसी के पास में एयरपोर्ट है. योको मीन्स साइड, नेक्स्ट टू समथिंग. यामादा-सान नो योको नि हायाशी-सान ga imasu. सो तानाका यामादा-सान के पास में हायाशी-सान है. यस. ओतेरा नो योको नि ओकी नीवा ga arimasu. टेम्पल के साइड में बड़ा सा गार्डन है. Wakarimasu ka? And the last two prepositions are aida, which means in between. Watashi no jimu sho. Just correct this word. It's jimusho. Jimusho. Okay. Watashi no jimusho to uchi no aida ni ginkou ga arimasu. मेरे ऑफिस और घर के बीच में बैंक है. खाइशा तो उंदो जो नो आइदा नि तानाका-सान नो उची ga arimasu. कंपनी एंड प्लेग्राउंड के बीच में तानाका-सान का घर है. मुको is on the other side or across. नीची नो मुको नि कुत्सुया ga arimasu. कावा नो मुको नि यामा या इके या कोuen नादो ga arimasu. Hi. So I hope whatever we have studied today is clear. Okay. Thank you so much.